that button. There we go. Good evening, everybody. How are you? Welcome to Chandlers Cottage. Thank you so much. It's only Tuesday. It feels like Wednesday, doesn't it? Because we should do Wednesday, but it's only Tuesday. And we're going to do a few this week. It's all planned. There you are. I found you on my phone. Phew. Oh, the stand is very white and bright tonight, but I'll explain why very soon. Anyway, for those that I haven't seen for a little while, I hope you are well. It's definitely turned into winter in Gippsland. It's been raining and it's cold, and in a way it's like, oh, but in another way it's such a good excuse to hunker down in the sewing room or under the doona with some sewing and a good book. So we are quilters. We should relish the winter months. We've got lovely long evenings to stitch with. So I'm sticking with that theory for now. Let me see who's with us before we get started for the evening. Pamela, good evening. Hello, Kathy. Hope you're still on the mend, Kath. And Therese, good evening. Good evening, Pauline Boyke. Sue's here. Yvonne's here. Joe's here. Francis. Liz, good evening. Hello, Bobby. Good evening to Nancy and Sylvia and Jenny Miller-Sweetie. You're all here. We have been living in the aftermath, the euphoric good vibes from our creative escape. I'm a little bit more awake than I was the morning after it when I was here with Megan last week. But yeah, it was really lovely. And then to humble us and top it all off, good evening, Sandy, Marg, Lorraine and Francis. Hello, Annette Milligan, Millington in the UK. How are you? We've already sold out the winter one. Now, there are no bragging rights to that. We're just completely overwhelmed by it. When I encourage people to book, it's not to sell it out. It's because I don't want people to miss out if they really want it to come. But it's full. We have a waiting list running, and we already have a date for the spring one, which is the 25th of October. So if you missed out on this one and you don't want to stay on the waiting list, there is another one before the end of the year. But we had a great time. And so thanks to everyone that came and all your lovely comments. The photos were a little bit more glamorous than usual because we had Cameron come in and take photos throughout the day for us. And that's why we had some lovely ones to share with you on Facebook and in the newsletter that I popped out today. Kieran, good evening. Hello, Bridget. Cheryl, oh, but it's cold up there, Bridge, tonight. Jill, hello. Hello, Cheryl. Pam's here. Rita's in the building. Bernadette's here. Jeanette's here. Denise is here. Oh, and I got flowers from Denise. Thank you very much. Pamela, Sue. Oh, there's this girl called Megan Lancaster watching again. I don't know who she is.
Can't take her anywhere.
Can't take her anywhere, but I did. I did take her everywhere. We had a lot of fun. Megan and I had fun. A lot of fun. We went op shopping because Megan, of course, was down here wanting to look for different coloured pairs of jeans and things. She had a great hunt, found some great stuff. So did I. Thank you very much. I am dressed this evening in an aero jacket from Vinnie's in Warragul. He's my fashion specialist this evening. We had a really good time. It is too, Meg. It's your birthday on the spring one. Oh, you know, I knew that date. I know that date. Oh, it is too. Wow, what a reason to come back. Thank you, Del. I'm looking forward to the next 3 nights as well. Thank you for that lead-in, for that discussion. I will get there in a tick. Jackie, good evening. Oh, you precious thing. Catherine Douse, can't stay. We'll watch later. Bit tired tonight, Kath. What's going on? You had a busy day. Anne Hamilton. Love the pictures of you at the sew along. Oh, aww. It was nice to see Rob's face. Anne said. And Ralphie's. Oh, it was good. I said, Cameron, line us up. Mugshot of the 4 of us, please. Now, the funny thing was, when we all lined up, we actually ran the wrong way. We went Ralph, Lisa, Rob, Margaret, and then we went, oh no, and we did a switch, so we actually were in our correct couples for the photo, but I've got the other one for posterity. Yes, the man behind the scenes and the chaos and the IT issues, all of that. Yes, Bridget, I bet it's cold up. They'll be cold up at OUM with Megan as well. Deb says it's a bit cool. We are warm. I actually have had the heater on, Deb, and it's I've just turned it off so you don't have the hum in the background. Yes, Sue's coming to the spring. Are you coming to the spring one? I haven't got the tickets out yet, Sue. But 2 p.m. on the 23rd of August, the tickets open. So we open them in the afternoon of the previous escape. So on the winter escape, on that day at 2 p.m, we open them up. It's a cheeky thing to do, but it's also a really good thing to do because everyone that's there, if they want to get together again, they have that conversation while they're there. Or it might be one person on one table goes, do you want to come to the next one with me? Because everyone makes mates while we're there. One of my favourite photos from the newsletter is Mary from Warrigal and Maria Sapita having a good laugh. I love the photo, and there's lots of photos like that. But I love that because they met at a creative escape. Good evening, Dale. Cheryl's here. Oh, lovely. Okay, so it was actually hard. I've got lots of things I want to share with you over the next 3 nights. Probably the most important thing to share with you is Margaret on Thursday night. She's going to pop up because on Thursday night we are going to look at our calendar project because now it's June. And confessions, Margaret actually stitched some of my June project for me. So she's going to pop up and do a little demo and say hi. So that's really nice. But there's lots and lots that I want to share with you. And I'm quite uncertain, I'm going to be honest with you, of what I'm going to be able to achieve during the day for the next 2 days. We're open, of course, Thursday, Friday. And we have the Western Port Quilters coming on Thursday morning. So there's a little bit of prep and some catering, of course, to do for that. I had hoped to hit the garden, but it looks like rain, so I'm just going to feign. I'm so sorry. And my hips have been really sore and I haven't got the weeding done. Hopefully the girls will forgive me. But there's a lot to do in the next 2 days with sewing as well to share with you at night. So we'll see how we go. But in terms of fabric, I've got heaps. Now, under the search word for the 3 nights is Advent. Because I'm going to show you the Advent calendar tonight and it's up online to book if you want to book it early. Okay, so it's up. So I'm going to use the same word for the 3 nights. If you go in and have a look under Advent, pop that in the search window, you'll find things in there tonight that I'm not showing you tonight, but I will over the next 2 or 3 nights. So you can choose to look at them all tonight, or you might go, oh, I'll leave that until Lisa talks about it at some point. So there'll be a few things in there we won't touch on, but we'll get to. So there you go. And I've cheekily left this out for a minute. I just wanted to show this really for our Quilters Life members, because this week we have started in here, which is my $10 a month club. We have started the Japanese Baltimore this week. So we are doing this almost like a block of the month. We're going on the journey together. So I'm now doing this and finishing my geisha, but it's coming together. And this is a big quilt. So it's Japanese Baltimore. It's got 9 blocks. I'm just going to show you one of them tonight. It's like the Oriental Baltimore, but non-floral. So this, just for my girls, or if you're interested, I just wanted to show you what I did in the demo today. The pattern for this block, which is the parasol block, went up yesterday. So this is the first block we're working on. So it's all Japanese mon symbols, but at the same time, you're learning lots of different techniques for pre-shaping, applique. We're going to cover the whole lot through this quilt. There's 3D work in each one, so we're going to do the whole lot. This is the block that we're starting on. And today, so the pattern went up yesterday, and today you've got the first demo. I can't remember how long it is. It's at least half an hour, and we just talk about choosing fabrics, different techniques for shaping the 3 elements. So you've got a 3D parasol here and the underneath. So we've started that, and I'm doing mine with, I'm just looking to see if Sue Magonchi's watching. Good evening, Ange. Hello, Karen. Good evening, Colin, Cecily, Mark. Oh my goodness, you're all in the building. Oh, you lovely things. Who did I see just here? Cheryl, how are you? Cheryl Billings here too. Goodness. Heather Campbell, Denise Lentil. Anyway, sorry, getting sidetracked. Hello, everybody. So we had a play today. Now, I'm doing mine in ombres. And there's a method to my madness in talking about choosing fabrics, because we're looking at some new coordinates for us from Jason tonight. But this is what I decided to do. I'm cutting all of mine from ombre fabric. So each block, I'm setting myself the target of using only 1, possibly 2 different ombres for each block. So this is what I'm using for my parasols. This is all from one ombre, and then that is going to be my parasol over the top. So I'm going to get quite a different look, and this is keeping me awake at night. Many things can keep me awake at night, but excitement over colour is one of my weaknesses. Robert, shut up. I don't know where you're going with this. Just many things keep me awake at night. Yeah, possums, the cat, Bob's bulls across the road when they're grumpy, foxes, all those sorts of things. Tommy, when he comes over, that's Bob's cat. Just lots of things. The house creaks as well because at the moment the temperature differential in the day, you get to about 11 o'clock at night, and it's because it's a big wooden house. You get all those big crackling. Yeah, I'm used to them now, but kind of rain, wind, hail. That's about it.
And that was just today.
And that was just today. All right, so that's what we're starting on. If you are interested but you don't know that you want to join the club or not, you can always email me or ring me. It's $10 a month. So the most you're going to spend if you don't like it is $10. But once you get in there, you've got that happening. There's a big library in there now of lots of different free patterns for bags and quilts and things. There's recipes, there's a whole heap of stuff in there. So $10 is the most you're going to do, and you're going to get heaps out of it. Where do I want to go next? Advent. Okay, we're going. It's designed, it's being made. I've decided on the fabrics, the graphics are done, the envelopes are done, the stick for the box is done. The big thing is though, I mean that's happened for the last 3 years, but the big thing is I'm changing it up. So we did 3 years. Robbie, I'm talking. Can you please not distract me with things that are not important right now?
In case you drop your glasses. A dozen pairs.
Shh, that's not important right now. I'm talking about the most important thing in my year. Just about. We're changing it. So we did 3 years, and in that we did 24 different projects or days or envelopes, and then we had one Christmas Day one. So that's 72 projects, folks. I needed a little change, but also I thought it might be nice for you if we have a change as well. All the same criteria go. It's got to be creative. We've got to learn each day. We've got to find techniques that we can then carry on to use in other projects throughout the year. It has to give us things that we can remake again, so we can give them as gifts. We can make them to sell on charity stalls. We can do all those things with it. That's really important. But I wanted to try something different, and I know it's asking a lot, but I need you to think about it if you want to come on the journey and trust me with it. We're actually not going to start on the 1st of December. We're going to start on the 5th of November because I want it finished, if you can, at the end of November so it's ready for December. So, yes, there is an option for you to have it as a Christmas, we'll call it a wall hanging. For the sake of this conversation, a wall hanging. If you don't want to do that though, every single, oh, so hard to do this without giving it away. Every single element of it you can choose to put into one project, or you can take each, I'm trying not to do it and I'm given the shape of a block, each element and make something completely different with it. That doesn't have to be Christmas, or it can be broken down and made into a separate gift. So you're kind of going to get one project, but you're going to get all these different smaller project patterns to use the elements of the project with. So you got it? You kind of got it? It's going to be really good. I'm buzzing with it. I really am. Very excited to get it made. So I also thought, well, we're not going to do a traditional Christmas, are we? No, this is Christmas in Australia. So at the risk of people getting confused that it has Under the Australian Sun fabrics in it, I've given it the name Festive Fun Under the Australian Sun. Nothing to do with my fabric, but it is the whole festive summer season as we see it, full of colour, full of beautiful flowers in bloom, full of sun-kissed beaches, all of those colours, all those elements I want to bring in. So with that in mind, I designed the envelope, and this is the new envelope for this year. There you go. Fun, fun, fun. So it's more like fiesta colours, but let's face it, these colours all exist through our Christmas time, don't they? In flowers. I mean, I even got really romantic and went, oh, blue for the jacarandas, and there'll be purple, and there'll be, you know, beautiful seaside barbecues. Like, I really wanted to encapsulate all of the colours that we have. And then, I'll show you, hang on. I did fan them out for the sake of the photo on the website. So you're going to have 26 envelopes. So we had so much fun doing these, and Cass and I choosing all the colours to use for the envelopes every day. We had a lot of fun. So every day you're going to get an envelope. Now, I've already told you kind of what we're doing, and I've already told you about the colours. So if you take all of this and add together, what's probably the biggest thing that's happened in the shed this year so far? Jason arrived, didn't he? Yes. And the big thing for Jason this year, besides all these beautiful collections, is introducing his new ongoing collection of coordinates, which is interwoven. Now, if you had this year's calendar, you would have your little woven pincushion from January. That was us being cheeky, nicking a little bit of it before it arrived. Our shipment, our full shipment for the textile pantry to send out to shops all over Australia, arrives next week. So here's my little advanced groupie here, and you know I had some. These are the fabrics that are going into our Advent project for this year. That is them there. They are bright and they are colourful. So we're going to have all of these, and you can see how that works with all of the colours. And it is going to sit on a crisp linen. It's going on linen, not just cotton, not homespun, anything. I have got 100% ivory linen to put all of these on. So I'm going to let your imagination go and think about what is she going to do. And I want you just to think about Australian colours. So is there going to be holly? There might be a little bit because it's traditional Christmas. Maybe a little bit of an Aussie slant on it. Are there going to be things that you would usually have for Christmas? Yes. But not just in red and green and white and gold. We're going to do them in our colours. And it does have a little bit of a whimsical fun thing going on. So this is it. So what will happen is you will get your box this time. Oh, I had an accident. I dropped it. It's got a little bit of a mark on the corner. I've got to do a new one. You're going to get your box. Inside, you will have all of these beautiful fabrics in the bottom of the box. So you'll know what you're starting with. And then each day when you open the envelope, you will have a new step or an element of the design to work on. And in these will be your pattern. It will tell you which fabric to use each day, and there'll be other little things that you'll need along the way, like threads, trinkets, notions. Not telling you any more than that. But there will be little extra bits inside each day to work with. So that is what we are doing this year. Now I'm popping it on sale now. As always, I know that I usually explain to you how it works, but for us to set up all of the boxes, it is a lot of work for us, and we need to source all the materials before we can actually start. Now it's a little bit different this year because we're going to be using this collection from Jason, but still I have to order what we need for the Advent very soon. It's going to come on a boat from Seattle, from Jason's warehouse for us, because what I have here now is just enough for us for every day. Also something else I'm going to tell you about on Thursday night coming up, and for all of our wholesale shops, our valued customers all over Australia. So if you love interwoven from what you've seen from me, and they stock Jason's fabrics, you might just want to check with them if they're going to get it in, because I'd love you to see it in person rather than just on my website, so that you can choose what you like from the collection from your local shop. But they are our babies. There are reds, oranges, pinks, greens, yellows, teals, blues, and a little touch of purple down the end. So there you go. That's my spiel for now. on the Advent. I'm sure I'll give away something. You know me, I'm not very good at it, but yes. And I'm going to need Susie to fold that properly to work out how it all goes in the box. And this time there are 26 envelopes. It actually works out to 26. So you know what happens on the last day. You will get something personal from Rob and I and the gang, but 25 days of fun. Fun, 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 fun. I've got a cramp in my foot to sit down. Oh, no. No, no, no. Oh, not good. Okay. So it's under Advent. Let you have a look. We have capped it again at, what did we do last time? 200. So we've capped it. And I will confess there'll be a few people sitting at home a bit smug at the moment because we did do a little sneaky pre-release at the Creative Escape last week. And we did have quite a few girls sign up. But when you know how it goes, when they're gone, they're gone. And so just have a think about it. It's not urgent, but as we do get down to the last few, I'll let you know if it's getting really tight. I understand everyone needs to budget. We're actually at least a month, 2 months later than last year. I can't believe how early we put it out last year, but it wasn't necessary to do that this year, and also I kind of needed to hold off a bit because we were waiting for this fabric to arrive. I'm very, very, very happy it's here. Now, speaking of Jace, I've also got these. Oh, you can't see the whole thing because of the sewing machine. I'll pull the bolt down. This, there's a story here. It's probably more of a story I need to share with Angela at So Bright Quilting than all of you because it will make more sense. Well, do you know who Karen Montgomery is? Do you know? She is amazing American designer. Originally, she had her store in Pittsburgh. I actually went to her store when I first went to America to meet Robert Kaufman. And she's an incredible, can I say, merchandiser in the patchwork industry, to the point where she created a business in helping patchwork stores reach their full potential in terms of the way they decorated their stores, they laid their stores out. I'm a big fan. And I was very privileged that Karen ran my Culture Club collection and program in her shop in America, which I did when I was with Kaufman, and we did the Dutch and the Russian and the Indian fabrics and so on. Now, she's moved to Florida now, but she runs this amazing retreat every year for shops, I'm going to say stores, for shops to go to, and she gives them a block of the month for the year, new projects and everything. It's huge. Angela and I really should be going. I think it's only for American shops. Anyway, it's so big that she has Jason design fabric just for her. It's called a symposium, I think. Just for her. Oh, can you imagine just saying, oh, Jace, could you please design me a fabric? Just amazing. So, why have I got Robert? Just a minute. Robbie, you're on speaker here. What's going on? My goodness, hang on a minute. What has he done? There's only one way to fix that. Just shut the laptop. I don't know why, but I could hear myself on the laptop in the shop. Anyway, so this is it for this year. Now, so this never came to Australia. This was just for Karen. However, Jason had a few bolts left and I nicked. I don't know if I can say nicked. Pretty much absconded with 2 of them. I got Laurie to give me 2. And it's just the most beautiful panel. I want to take the one down off the wall. And then I can show you. Yeah. I hold that up for you. Can you see that? So you've got this beautiful wreath. Let's just lay this down. I'm not doing a very good job here, am I? No, let me just put this back up here. But there are definitely gremlins in the building. Okay. Oh. Now, hear me out. I know we don't do snow for Christmas, But I challenge you to say that this is really Christmassy, because it's not. It's soft and winter solstice, winter wonderland kind of thing going on. And if I get it up close for you, look, these even look like gum leaves in here. And then you've got these beautiful blueberries, and you've got some lovely pine cones and things going on, and there's snowflakes around the edge. But for me, this belongs on my kitchen table for winter, maybe with a big bowl of pine cones. I've got some left from the escape last weekend we had in all of the pots. And I think I've got some, oh no, Mark dropped me off some more that have got a little spray paint of white on them, and I just think that's beautiful. So you could leave it as one whole piece and just do it as a table topper. You could do that whole fragmented thing and cut it up and turn it round. And then on the other side, hang on, I'll tell you how wide these are. So that's 60 centimetres, okay, so 24 inch. And then on the other side, we've got all these lovely little blocks. So maybe these could become your coasters or some extra piecing. Lovely. I don't know. It's just, it feels almost Australian winter in a way. Excuse me, I just have to throw something at Ginny. I'm having a good night tonight. Too many distractions. Gin, oi! Could you just take it somewhere else? I've just got the whole wheelie chair and just gone whoosh. She's now over at the fridge, so we won't hear her over there. So these are $12 a panel, so I also got them at a really naughty little price for us as well. So anyway, I hope you like them. I do like this bit down here. Now I will cut, if you get two, I will cut them continuous for you, because then you would have 1.2 meters of this lovely little border if you wanted to use it around the edge. I don't know, maybe it's just me. I like it. So that's that one. That's under Advent. And then we're going to make a block tonight that I've never made before. And it's a shame I've never made it before. It's a crime I've never made it before, because I'm self-taught, except for my first quilt. So I've never made a disappearing 9 patch. And I'm going to make one tonight for the first time with you in a minute. But first of all, I need to show you all of these. This is Halcyon Tonals. So the interwoven that we're going to use in the Advent and that we had in our woven pincushion, that's Jason's latest ongoing collection, and he has 3. So and you haven't seen them at Chandlers Cottage before, but now you do, because I was off playing with other people's fabrics, but now I'm playing with Jason's fabrics, so I will have them all. So this is Halcyon Tonal. The other one is called Dit Dot Evolution. If you put the word evolution into the search window, you will find them all. They're already up, but we're going to talk about those another time. Halcyon Tonal to me is going to be where I come to play when I start playing with Michelle Hill's designs. Now we're going to talk about that this week as well. This is the start of Michelle Hill's story happening this week. So they are rich, tonal. They're not something that I would say is more white and bright like the interwovens. These guys are going to work really well on greys and blues and blacks. They're really lovely. I'm sorry, I'm looking down here because I've actually got a charm square pack ready for you. I want to give you a look at one of these big ones first though. Here we go. Just to give you an idea of the sophistication of, that is the only word to use, the sophistication of the toning on it. Thank you, Melissa. I'm glad you like it. What did I miss? Diane. Oh, where are you, Diane? What do you mean? Where are you? You're away, if you're not here at the moment. Oh, thank you, Judy. And you've already signed up. Oh, Di's in the UK. She's in the Cotswolds. You going to Jeremy Clarson's farm? I need to know, because if you are, I'm right behind you. It's the only, I didn't need to go to Jeremy's farm. All right, so can you see what's happening in here? You've got yellows, oranges, pinks, purples. It looks to me almost like an Anthea Crawford silk woven jacket from the 90s. And I may be saying that because I might have owned one at one stage. Look at that. Isn't that fantastic? Do you want to see the difference between this and interwoven? Let me pull one down. So this is the difference here. Can you see that? Can you see that? See the shading weave and interwoven? Isn't that remarkable? So you can actually see it going across and weaving. And then with Halcyon, these are sort of more monochromatic is the term. They're all within the one colour. But then when you come into the Halcyons, you get a lot more going on. And the repeat on these is about 18 inches across. We were playing today. You can see the repeat there to there. So they're going to just be a fantastic thing to use. Now, our wholesale business has permission from Michelle Hill to represent her and publish her patterns now. And we've been getting the patterns ready, but we've been waiting for the right fabrics to arrive for us to use. And I will be using Halcyon Tonals in some of Michelle's. So be mindful, of course, we did with Batiks, but I'm going to now go to, can't keep a secret, some of her beautiful William Morris designs, and we're going to give them a little lift and a new look. We're going to pop these in, and I think they're going to look, I hope they do Michelle's designs justice, but I'm pretty sure they will. So down here, we've done a charm square pack, because like some of the other things we've done recently, there are so many colours. There are 31 in this collection, and you know, you're not going to go out and buy half a metre of all of them, but you might like to have a pack as a reference. So I am lovingly and labour with all my love and labour hand cutting charm square packs for you. So this is 31 10-inch squares across the whole collection of colours. And so this pack's going to give you everything. It's just under 2 metres. So when you see the price, when you get online, you're going to go, woohoo, because I've done it at a really good price for you as well. But I'm not doing a lot, okay? I've cut 16 today, and I'm sitting hand putting them all together. And I'm pretty sure when I'm finished those, I'm not going to want to do any more. Just saying. Dramatically, again, very dramatic tonight. I don't think I want to do them again, okay? So, but you're going to get them all in there. And so this is going to give you a lovely reference. And, you know, if you can't match them up, when you come back to get them again, because we're always going to have these, if you can't match it up, you've got that opportunity to pop a little swatch in the mail to me to bring it down with you when you come to match up. I love these in here. And if you are working on something like the Japanese Baltimore, or perhaps you've got something lovely in the works or in the planning at the moment with applique or small pieces, then this is going to give you 31 colours. You might decide that these neutrals down here, if I just pull that up, they're going to be for something different. These might be great references to use for raw edge applique snowflakes for winter. Maybe keep these on hand to have a look at and using them for a background rather than for applique. But I do like these. Can you imagine these ones here to use for doing applique trees, bark? Just this colour's gorgeous. Taupey grey. Look at it. And you know there's one down here down the end. He stands out on his own. I'm going to pull that out there. He does not fit, to me, anywhere in here. And at the same time, he's one of those colours that we search for all the time and can't get. It is a beautiful apple grey green. That's just how I'm going to describe it, an apple grey green. And I absolutely love it. I had recently covered a little chair that I got off Marketplace called a fireside chair. And it's super low with the bent wood arms on it. I love it. And I had Steve, one local upholsterer, cover it for me. And you can go to Steve's, and instead of just ordering fabric in from Warwick or something, have something covered, he's got all of these huge rolls of end of bolts and remnants and things, and you get to sit on the floor and pull them all out and go hunting for something to cover your chair with. And I was so lucky he had this colour, and I've had my chair covered in this to go in our lounge room. It is literally nearly the same colour, but when you get to the Halcyon and you get up close to it, it's got the greens, it's got a little bit of taupe, it's got a little bit of cream, a bit of grey in it, and it's a great colour. So this is, if someone said to me, what do I buy first out of this range, I'd actually go for this one. I can't tell you what number it is at the moment, but that would be a beautiful background for any quilt, for Baltimore's, for anything. It'd be really, really nice. Anyway, but you can see that it's a standalone against the others, but it's an essential colour. Anyway, so I've got, I don't know if I can pick it up now. Get it kind of back over here. Please note, when you get your pack, it's not all going to be fanned out like this. It'll be just one pack together. I did this for the photo just before, and it's not going to stay like this at all. Oh, speaking of applique, just before we make this block, new toys. This is our Roxanne glue. Instead of the squeeze bottle or the dab stick, this is a two-way applicator. And I thought, yeah, why not? I kind of balked at the price, but I then had a look at how much is in this compared to the other small bottles, and this is a much better value for money size. So if you're happy to fork out for this one, definitely worth it, particularly if you can get into the packet. There we go. Who's texting me? I could hear my phone buzzing. Sorry, I will just get you back on. There we go. Where are you? Where'd you go? You've gone. Oh no, there you are. What, Janine? She goes, stop it, you're making it so hard. I'm trying. Hey, I haven't done a sell. I haven't done a tally sell you on for ages, Janine. Liz wants a fat quarter Halcyon pack. No, don't. That's not even funny. Do you know, I've still got one of those Maywood Shadow Play packs left, and it's just sitting there like a trophy up on the shelf. I feel like, I feel like life is in control, and I don't even have to think about ever doing it again while I've still got one of those sitting up on my shelf. Oh, just, you lot are so funny. And Beecroft's here. Oh, Barb Hill, good evening. Good evening. Chris is here too. All right, two-way applicator. Just a minute. Oh, okay, so this end, oh, that's so cool. I've left my, I'm not going to start this one, okay, because I've already got one inside, and I don't know if I pulled it out of its pack or not. Okay, this end, oi, can you, I'm going to put it over the grey. Can you see that? It's got like little rubber teeth. So that is going to put on your glue and spread it. Where's a bit of scrap fabric when you want a piece in the bit? Oh, here's a bit of ombre fabric I destroyed earlier. Let's have a look. So you give it a squeeze. Oh, how good's that? Oh, look, and it spreads it. Oh, I like that end. That's a new and improved thing. What's this end? Oh, and then we've got our little end like the squeezy bottle. So when we just want to do a dot, 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 dot. Oh, I'm in love with this. Yippee. Right, so I've got a few of those in stock. Because it's good when you've got a product. I sound like Adam Humphries now. It's nice when you've got a product and you know what's inside's really good, then they make it even better with the way that you get to apply it. That's super cool. Love it. I think I'll order some more. Just I don't want to run out of those now. That'll be good. Okay. Hand up those that have made, oh, it's not me. Just stop it, a lot of you. Hands up those that have made a disappearing 9 patch, because I have not. And I'm going to do it. I think I know what I'm doing. But I thought it would be a great thing to do with these. Just for fun tonight, just to kick off the week. So I'm not going to go totally over the top and do 9 different fabrics. I'm going to keep it simple. Keep it simple for the silly one here and just use 2. So I'm going to choose my favourite green, and I could go red, I could go pink. What about this one? This one's pretty cool. It's got both purple and green in it. Shall we do those 2? And then I might have a play around and do a more complicated one tomorrow night. We've got a lot of other things to do tomorrow night. Jill's made plenty, many. You've all made one? Why is my iron not working? Hang on. What did Sue say? Sue said, love the glue. It doesn't really... Oh. Yeah, well, you're right, Sue. It's sort of... Sorry. I think, yeah, you've got to be a little bit careful with it, but it's not very often I need teeny weeny drops, I must say. Oh, that's really nice. I got talked in, well, I didn't get talked into it. Ryan at Victorian Textiles told me they were great. You know when the guys tell you it's really good and you buy one, you go, Ryan doesn't sew. He'd had one open and had a play with it and thought it was really good. Is it really, Rosemary? The first thing you did? I know, Angela, you would have done bazillion, Angela, compared to me. I'm sure you have. You are the piecing queen. All right. Disappearing 9 patch. We've got to get our 9 patch first. Yes. So these blocks are 10. So the first thing I'm going to do is trim it down to 9 because I want to work with 3-inch. Well, I have to be able to divide by 3. You could go to, if you wanted to get the absolute most out of these, you would go to 3 1/4, because then you're only going to have a quarter that's not used. But I'm not trusting my brain right now to do that this time of night. So I'm going to trim 1 inch off each side. And look, it's probably a good idea because I cut these blocks. They're hand cut. They're not done industrially in a factory, in a fabric factory or anything else, or in America. Hand cut by moi for you, so with love. So you might want to trim. So we're at 17. So we're going to cut there, and we're going to cut here. So that's the start of us creating 9 patches to put together for our 9 patch. But we can, of course, strip sew these together and then cross cut them. And we could also do this and take 2 off and do the opposite for the other one. Let's do that. Let's do that. So we'll head across to the sewing machine. Oh, look, it's set up with orange thread. That's not good, is it? Never mind. It'll do. It's in there ready for me to sew those parasol tops in the morning. Or sometime. Hopefully before tomorrow night. Okay. So we'll just sew that one. go down. It's a toss-up whether to keep strip sewing or to go back. You know what? I'm going to go back. Let's not make it too automated this evening. I'll give this a press with my variegated orange thread and press this open. Sue McGonchi's in the building. Sue, I am sending out your background and your fabric for your first couple of blocks for your parasol, sorry, for your Japanese Baltimore tomorrow, mate. All the decisions were made today and it's going to be on its way. I thought I would have got it out today, but I was still, it's pressure when you're choosing fabric for someone else. I was still dithering when it was time to go to the post office. Okay, I'm just going to do that. Okay, and then I'm going to cut individual ones. I know I could have done it the other way, but for those that are watching that haven't done this before, I don't want to mess your heads up too much tonight. So that one's going to go on there, that's going to go there, and then I need one more green one. Sylvia Trench is here. Hello, Sylvia. No, I didn't have your fabrics ready, your blue fabrics ready, but they are ready to go now. So I'll probably bring you tomorrow, or you can buzz me if you want. Okay, so that's going to go like that. So I'm going to take these back across. Aren't these colours gorgeous? Like that. So I suppose if I wanted to have up, heaven forbid, my entire Halcyon charm pack, there's 31 colours, so you'd have to ditch one, maybe one of the dark grey ones, and then you would get essentially 30 squares when they're all finished. That'd be nice. I don't know why. I suppose I did my first quilt, which is a sampler quilt, and then way further down the track I did do a couple of classes at the Stitching Post in Beaumaris, and one was with the gorgeous Marguerite doing Dresden's, and then we did beautiful little cloth dolls with Nicole. I think that's it. I went to another wild and wonderful workshop with a New Zealand lady. Sandy Cartledge organised a class with this lady, and that's where I got stuck into raw edge applique. But somewhere along the line I skipped the Disappearing 9 patch. I, like many people, did one of those block of the months through Australian Patchwork and Quilting, and there was a quilt that I did. It was a very American style with chook blocks and log cabins and all sorts of things, and I remember making it while control crying Philip. As a baby I'd be up at night doing it, and I did a lot of the traditional stuff with that quilt. There we go. So now we're going to go back. I've ironed all of my seams towards the purple, and that means now when I go back and put them together, of course, they're going to butt up against each other really well. So for the purpose of doing this tonight before we all fall asleep, I'm not going to pin. I'm just going to wing it. We'll see how we go. They're nestling in against each other really nicely, which is great. And these fabrics are just beautiful to work with as well. They're lovely and soft. With a high thread count, they're super. can just see these colours in that peacock through the window quilt. They're that real peacock colours, aren't they? What do we want on the outside? We can, yeah, we'll go this one. Okay. So this goes in here. We'll nestle it in. Go. Alright, this is where I'm working blind because I think I know how to do it. We'll just iron this first. Okay, so I'll set this seam. Look at all you lovely people that are here. I try and, oh, that's fine. So I try and look who's watching at the same time while I'm ironing at the risk of burning my fingers. And it's just, I get quite taken aback sometimes. And there's so many lovely people that I know in the building virtually. There we go. My brain wants to flatten out both of these seams, but I'm just going to leave them like that for now. There we are. Oh, that is so satisfying, making a 9 patch. I need to do that more often. Okay, right. And of course I've got all these bits to do another one. There we go. So now, when we line this up, we are 8 across. Is that right? Yeah, 8 across now. So it's 7.5 finished. So, look, can you see that? My 1/4 inch seam's a bit generous. It's not quite out there, but see the my 1/4 inch seam. It's my 1/4 inch seam. What foot have I got on? I must say I'm not keen on that 57D foot. I am keen on the 97D, and I've actually ordered another one from Deb at the Sewing Bee Cafe to pick up when I get my machine serviced. Someone asked me what machine I am and what am I driving. Cheryl, I'm a Benina girl through and through. I used to be a dealer. I love my Beninas. This is a B590, the Swarovski Crystal Edition. I bought it for my husband to start doing machine embroidery design on. And it's gorgeous. But he hasn't had time to do that yet. And it's a great size for me to use on the counter here. I usually use I have a 790 and maybe a 735. And maybe I just forgot to sell them when I finished my dealership. So I've got 3 here to use. But in all seriousness, I need one in the house, one here, and we always have one as a backup in case one goes down because we can't be without a machine. But also when we have workshops, if someone machine plays up, not mentioning anyone Judy Vermeulen, but I had spares here always in case we need an extra. Very important. But I'm not keen on that foot for some reason tonight. Or did I have my... I'll check my needle later. Okay. I did that. So to do this, we're going to chop it in half. So horizontally and vertically. So I'm going to chop right down here. Oh, I'm not going to mess around with measuring tonight, guys. I'm just going to do it, okay? Straight down like that. And then we turn and do the same this way. So I want you to measure and make sure it's in the middle. Yeah, my needle's not in the same right spot, that's why. Okay, and then straight down the middle here. So this guy finished is 2 1/4. So we're going to come across here and chop. like that. And then you get to have some fun and mess with it however you want. So you can come in here and put the little squares back in them, go this way. Now I'm going to go this way, and then I can go this way, or you can rotate them. I'm going to go that one down, and then that one that way, and then that one that way, and then that one that way. So you can just play and create all different types of patterns and get really obsessed with it. Oh, I like that. How's that? And then just sew it all back together. Cool. 2 petals in Pakenham. Ah, Melissa. Now, geographically correct. However, I'm going down to Deb because she's on the way to Mum and Dad's. And I know her well. I kind of feel like I kind of passed the baton to Deb when we finished our dealership up. How about that? That good? Around this way. So, I suppose it's better if you do have one more fabric in there, isn't it? Alright, so next time, whoa, I'll do it with 3 or 4 fabrics. So I go past Deb's to get to Mum and Dad's at Mornington, and I've also got to drop Ginny off at the Cattery because Rob and I are nicking off for a couple of days, so it's kind of, it's all planned. Sewing machine cafe, right there, and then lunch with Mum and Dad, upholsterer at Edithvale and back. I'm having a chair covered specifically for the Melba exhibition in a colour that will work with all the Melba fabric cushions I'm putting on top. So there you go. Alright, so I'm going to do this in 3 or 4 colours tomorrow night. I'm going to come back and have another play. Look, you can do, oh, I like this. So much, lots of different fun to be had. Now that does my head in. Does that do your head in? That does my head in. Because it looks like something that it's not. So, there we go. Alright, I shall pick some more colours and we'll have another play tomorrow night with it. So, we're good? We're all good? Oh, look, see, just show me. This is that bolt of green I was talking about. The grey-green. Now, these will be all out in the shop. As of tomorrow, and I'm going to bring, or for Thursday, and I'm going to bring another whole lot in to show you as well. So you'll see some of them. If you have a look on the website, there's some lovely little floral prints and stuff, but I've got some bright stuff, ombre bright floral stuff to bring in and show you for tomorrow night. So we're staying with the bright theme a bit. We might tone things down a bit when Margaret gets here on Thursday. But I hope you like these. Again, as I said, I'm putting the Advent out there now because we need to start planning. And I know a lot of you like to budget for it and you want to know how much it was and what we're doing for this year. And it is quite different. But look, I loved last year's. It was a lot of fun and there was lots of different projects. But I wanted something that was kind of more, in a way, uniquely Australian without it being full of little baby Australian animals and gumnut babies. I just wanted something that was the essence of a really good Australian Christmas landscape, I suppose. So yeah, it's going to be great fun. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me this evening. I've had fun and hope you've enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow evening. Now, if you've got any questions in the meantime, just info@chandlerscottage.com. That would be great. I'll be in and out of the shop shed tomorrow, but if you email me and ask me to ring you, of course I'll give you a ring straight away, or you can leave a message on the phone and I'll get back to you, alright? But enjoy the rest of your evening. Thanks so much, and I'll see you tomorrow night. I'll be back at 8 o'clock, alright? Bye for now. Thank you.